Okay. Yep, that's us live. Cool. Uh, so, um, as a recap of what happened last time, um, you guys are, in the town of whatever it is, because I don't have I don't have my map to look at and see what it is. Um, but you're in that town for sure. Um, and you guys had learned recently that war has been declared between the dwarves and the Minotaur nations. Seems as though it's over some refusal to help in situations and cancellation of trade and a lot of things sort of festering that caused the war. Um, and the town you're in is looking to possibly enforce a curfew at some point in time. Um, you After hearing all that, you decide, you know what? Let's go check out the haunted mansion attraction that they have here in the town. Um, so you headed on over in the map that we had. It was in the top sort of right hand corner. So there's like dilapidated looking old house, and there was a troll out front with a sort of ticket booth who was selling tickets to the haunted mansion attraction. Um, and you guys showed up, and at about the time that you were supposed to enter the mansion, and he's putting on like his, he's switching out of his like sort of ticket sales outfit into his tour guide outfit. So he's putting on like a long frock coat and like a top hat, and he's like digging a monocle like out of a pocket and like shining it up, um, and so while he's doing that, uh, you see Westbrook comes walking up, um, and he says, "Oh, why, hello there, friends." He says, "Are you doing the tour too?"
Who all went to that?
I
Um,
think everyone did.
I know. I want to feel like Fiamma skipped out, and it was just Clancy,
Okay.
if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But I think it was, yeah. I think it was everyone, uh, sans Fiamma.
Yes, give us the tour, and not just the cheap one. And I hand him an extra silver.
Um, and well, that's so it's Westbrook. The remember the dark elf that you guys are like sort of touring around. He's the one who's walked up and asked you if you're going
Oh,
on the
so he's
tour.
pretty rich then.
Yeah, I mean the guy's getting ready. The guy who's giving the tour is getting ready to give it. And you've all bought tickets at this point. Um, and yeah, but so like I said, Westbrook walks up the dark elf. Like I said, that you guys have sort of agreed to escort to the Minotaur Nation and that you've had dealings with before. Um, he's there and he's looks like he's shown up and he's like asking you, oh, if you're doing the tour as well. He's like,
Indeed, we are.
I says, oh, splendid! This will be my first time. Have you been before?
Not
Never.
here.
He says, oh well, then this will be a treat for all of us for sure. Um, he says, good man, troll. What shall we call you? Um, and the troll kind of looks up from he's getting ready, and he's like, you can call me Ishmael. And he says, ah, yes, well, fine, good Sir Ishmael. About how long is this tour? And he says, the tour is forever. And he chuckles and laughs. And he says, but really, it's like 45 minutes. Unless you get lost, and then it's forever. he laughs. Clancy laughs. The staircase laughs.
I
Wow.
snapped the staircase.
Roll for it.
Wait, is the staircase actually laughing?
Yes.
Oh, God. 7. I stabbed the staircase.
Yeah. What are you stabbing it with?
My fiddle bow.
Okay. Yeah. And then go ahead and roll some damage.
Fuck, what even is this damage? I don't think I've used a physical attack with him. 6.
Yeah. So as you stab at the staircase with your fiddle bow, you chip some of the wood and it grabs your bow and it starts crunching it up, breaking your fiddle bow in 2 pieces. And the troll Ishmael, he says, "Ho now, don't worry, it won't attack you if you don't attack it."
Oh, then I'm fucked.
He says, and then he pulls out like a rag, and he pulls a little bottle of ointment and he like pours some ointment on that rag and he starts like, wiping down the staircase that like was like chumming down on the bow, and it like calms down and spits the rest of the bow out. And he says, there's a nice shine for you. Yes. Oh, who's a good staircase? Who's a good staircase? And then it just goes back to looking like a staircase. So Westbrook was like, "Oh my, what a show! Yes, how interesting." He says, "Is the whole house a mimic?" And the troll goes, "Heavens, no, not the whole house."
I now don't want to go in the house. I don't feel like being eaten by a mimic.
Do you start like turning to walk away?
I stab the wall.
Like in the front of the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing happens.
Okay, I just put the
I
sword
put my
back in
hands
the
down
bow.
my pants and then rub it on. Put my hands on my crotch and then I start rubbing it where he put the oil.
so
Dwarven dick oil.
as Miss, as you're stabbing the house, the troll says, "What are you doing? Don't stab the house. It's a priceless heirloom."
It's a mimic.
He says, "No, I just said the whole house is not a mimic. It's
You're
just
alive.
the staircase and maybe some of the furniture. But they're all tame mimics that are inside. Not many are in there. It's just for effect. They're all pets." And meanwhile, Gautrin, you're rubbing your hands on the deck with your crotch oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm dick mode.
Suddenly the staircase starts regurgitating some like bones and what looks like a putrid pile of meat. And suddenly the troll turns around quickly and says, "What are you doing over there? Stop that! Stop that!" Do you stop that?
Sure.
Okay.
I stop.
He says, no. I don't get paid enough for this. He says, "Listen, we're gonna go through some ground rules, okay? If everyone could just gather around." He says, "All right, I'm going to take you through a guided tour of the house. This haunted house attraction. It's just an attraction. You won't die. Nothing's going to attack you. You're going to be okay." He says, "And now we're going to wait because it looks like your friends aren't paying attention."
They're here.
What's up?
Whole band's back together.
Do you guys see Amanda?
There we go.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Yep, I do now.
She's sideways.
Yeah.
No, she's front ways.
Sorry, I completely forgot about that.
So for you guys, fun fact.
Everybody's dead. Yeah.
I can't see the map, so I can't show you or move anything or show anything.
Why can't you see the map?
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know why I can't see the map. I've tried a number of things, can't see it. So you're just gonna have to like rely on what I tell you is going on. Yeah.
Well, what I'm seeing right now is not something you want on there.
That's
No.
okay.
Well, so I hear, but like someone will have to screenshot it at some point in time and send it to me because I literally
I'll
can't
send you
see
a
it.
screenshot because I moved a
Yeah.
lot of my stuff.
If
Something
you
about weenuses.
if you go to Twitch, you can see what I'm seeing because I just basically pulled up my photo
Oh,
viewer.
That's like Winnie the Pooh with
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
he's something.
You don't have to do that. You can just I can describe things to you and you can interact with it. So just a quick recap. You guys are outside this haunted mansion attraction. And
Does it have bears in it?
bears?
Yeah.
No, just keep going, Mike.
No.
Just keep going.
There are no bears.
Keep going. You're
So, anyways, you're in front of this haunted mansion attraction, and you're going in. This troll is the guy who is the ticket taker, and now he's the guide. He's like changed clothes into his guide attire. And while that was going on, a little bit of mischief was happening. Westbrook showed up, and he's like, "Oh, you're going in too? Cool. Is it your first time? Oh, my first time too. All right, cool. We're in for a good show, I think." And so Westbrook's going with you. And
doesn't involve a donkey, I hope.
who knows?
Looks like it might.
Who knows? So there was someone was telling a joke. I think it was Westbrook. Maybe Westbrook laughed. Fiamma laughed. The staircase laughed. Fiamma stabbed the staircase.
What?
It ate his bow. Clancy, sorry, yeah, Clancy. And it ate Clancy's bow. And then the troll was like, "Don't do that. It's a friendly mimic staircase."
Aw.
And then he was like, was rubbing some stuff on it to calm it down, and then missed being afraid that the whole thing was a mimic, stabbed the wall, and nothing happened. And the troll's like, "Stop doing that! Don't break."
That's a
don't break
lot of stuff to only happen in this short amount of time.
Yeah, it is. So, anyways, he was like, he says, "Hey, Mister, hey, don't stab the house. It's it's priceless heirloom. Don't stab it. And, it's this, that, and the other." And he's like, "The whole thing's not a
The
mimic."
whole house is a mimic?
No, it's
Is
not.
what you're saying?
No.
I stabbed the wall and it didn't react, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's not a mimic.
And then Gottrin stuck his hands down his pants and then proceeded to rub the staircase. The staircase threw up, and then the troll's like, "What are you doing?
would
Stop
too.
doing that!"
Yeah, don't.
Yeah. And so now you're caught up to where we are.
All right.
Hydration is important and consent is key, and that staircase did not consent.
Yeah. So.
It did though. It did.
That is not the same. It is not enthusiastic consent.
So, anyways, the trolls, and then the troll's like, "I'm gonna lay down some ground rules," essentially.
The stairs should also lay down some ground rules.
Yeah. So basically, and the troll was like, "Oh, like two of your friends aren't paying attention, so I'll wait a second, and that's you two. You're here now."
I space out often.
Yeah. So he's like, all right. Now that I have everyone's attention, here's how it's going down. I'm going to give you a tour of the house. I'm going to guide you through room by room. I'm going to point things out. Some things may pop out or look scary, but they're not going to hurt you in any way. It's just for show. Okay? You seem a little bit like a jumpy bunch. And so I just want to preface, please don't attack anything you see in the house. It's not going to hurt you. Does everyone understand that?
I mean, I already got you and say,
before.
I heard everything is attacking us.
He says, "No, it's perfectly safe. Just follow me, stay with the group, don't wander off, and everything will be fine."
Got it. Wander off aimlessly.
Yes, don't do that.
I immediately walk into one of the rooms.
No, but you start out front. And he's like, "Does anyone have any questions before we carry on?"
I'm not above bratting a troll. Anyway.
No questions?
Yep, no.
Okay, good. Fantastic. So, you may see some things that are scary. There may be like specters or ghosts or something, possibly. I mean, it's a haunted house. It's the kind of thing you see. We're going to go through a series of rooms, and then we're going to go up to the second level and go through another series of rooms, and then we'll be done. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone got it? Okay. If any of the furniture happens to be a mimic, It's trained. It's safe. Don't attack it.
Aw.
Can we lick them?
Can we pet it? Can we feed it?
No, please don't touch the performers.
Wait, you have performers? I thought they were mimics.
The mimics are the performers, along with any number of other things. This is an attraction. You pay for a ticket for an attraction.
I'm gonna pull out an ink and quill and then just starts furiously scribbling notes.
He says, okay. All right. Is everyone ready?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yay.
He says, then let's go in. And then he pulls like a set of keys off of his side, and he unlocks the front door and he opens it. And he leads you in. And it's a nice carpeted red foyer. And it looks like there's doors on either left and right, which would lead into other rooms. And then the foyer opens up to a set of staircases that would go up to another level. And two other side passages that go elsewhere. And he says, this is the grand haunted mansion, and in it many mysteries abide and prevail, and wonders the eye has never seen before are to be found everywhere. And he says, this way, and he starts leading you to the door to the left, right? And that leads into what looks like an entertainment room. There's a grand piano in there. There's a dining table with 6 chairs around it. The room itself is like wood flooring where the dining table is. There's a nice crimson carpet underneath it. Then there's also a mantel with some like pictures and stuff on it. And he says, this is the grand entertainment room. And here is where the Lady Scarlet was murdered, the first lady of the house from over 300 years ago. Yes, some people say you can even hear her screams if you listen closely. And then he pauses for a second, and you hear a echoing throughout the room.
And say, Clancy, quit jerking off, man.
Just say,
No!
hey girl.
Yeah. Anyone want to roll a
Yeah.
discern realities? Yeah, for sure.
Nope.
Sure. why
Clancy's not even looking.
He's too busy jerking.
I almost made it.
Yeah, you got a 9. All right. So you hear, please save us.
Oh, God.
I very quietly relay that information to the group.
How so? All right, let's roll a charisma.
Oh shit.
I mean, you're like,
Oh, I think that might happen pretty well.
yeah. So what do you tell him?
I'm like, okay, so she's kind of secretly asking us to help her, and I don't think it's part of the performance, guys.
So as you're relaying the information, suddenly the troll goes, what is it, Missy? Did you have a question?
I was just asking where the bathroom was.
He says, there are no public restrooms in this facility. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Are there private ones?
I'm going to turn to Melody and be like, I think the right question was, is the toilet a mimic?
And then I very quickly go, hey, is the toilet a mimic too?
He says, there are no toilets for public use in this building.
I wasn't
Well, we're in
asking
private,
to use
so it'd
it.
be
I was
private use.
asking if it was a mimic.
The toilet is not a mimic, ma'am. There is no toilet that you can use.
The second half doesn't even matter anymore. I was just out of curiosity. God.
He says, yes, well, so
What a
did you all hear the scream? And so Westbrook's over there, and he's like, how marvelous. And where is
Oh
the
my
scream
God.
coming from?
Oh, he's so stupid.
And the guy's like, he's like, it's from the, and he says, no, I understand. It's the wailing woman. Yes, fantastic. But where is it emanating from? What is causing this scream? Is it a magical device of some sort? Do you have someone hidden? And
I hate you so much right now, Westbrook.
Yeah.
Thank you.
and the
You're ruining the magic.
the
Everything.
troll's like, it's part of the mystery of the mansion. Mr. says, well, fine. If you don't want to tell anyone, then I guess we'll just have to figure out it on our own, I suppose. And then the troll's like, yes. Well, anyways, we're going to hurry along then. And so he leads you out the door, back into the hallway.
Is he facing away from me?
Yeah, sure.
I cast a spell.
Okay, what spell?
Invisibility.
Okay.
Spell that.
9. I'll lose the spell afterwards.
Okay.
I'll just blink out, and then we go explore the house.
Okay.
I tap Gotcha on the back and be like, I'll be right back.
Cool. Can you pull up Twitch and look at the house? Because it's going to be a lot easier for you to explore the house if I don't have to explain every room to you, like, separately.
Aw, I want explanations.
Hey, give me a second.
Full screen with is. There we go. Oh wait, I have to multitask.
But you want all of us to do this?
You don't have to, but if he's exploring the house, then I want him to, at least.
I refuse.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like the house I'm looking at.
The like, half-map screen thing?
Oh, that's nice.
Kind of getting teabagged by a bear.
Okay.
So I'm enjoying that.
For reference,
And
Danny,
everyone wants to know I'm not high.
the room you guys are just leaving is the one on the bottom left.
Okay.
So you guys walk out, and he starts leading you to the far right in the front of the house, and so you walk back across the open foyer, and you walk into this room. It's another sort of crimson carpeted room. It has what looks like a large couch with a table in front of it and 2 chairs on either side of that, and another chair on the far side of the room. And then there's a like a fireplace, quite large, on the opposite end. And he says, "Yes, and in here we have the
The
sitting."
audacity.
No, madam. It's not the audacity. It's the sitting room. The sitting room. Yes. In here is the death of Sir Reginald Reinhold, 4th generation owner of the household. Yes. He was mysteriously shot to death by his own gun, you see. Very strange occurrence because it couldn't have happened self-inflicted. As though some other entity were holding it, but he was home alone, all accounts. He says, listen closely. Perhaps we can hear the sounds of him dying all over again. And then, like, you listen, and then nothing happens for a minute, and then Troll goes, yes, well, now, we can hear the sounds of him dying if we listen quietly. And he like holds his hand to his ear, and then you hear like a pow. And you're like, whoa.
So he died from autoerotic asphyxiation. Nice.
Kind of sounded like it. Yeah.
And,
What was his full name again?
Sir Reginald. Sorry, wrong voice. Sir Reginald Reinhold.
I thought you said Epstein. Okay.
He says that's an entirely different case, and the Clintons are entirely innocent.
Yeah. Cool.
yeah.
So do we
only when Google's
roll to
listening.
see? Do we roll to see how well we hear what he did?
Yeah, so you can roll another discern realities if you want.
What do I gotta
Hey,
roll
it's
to get
another 9.
popcorn? Mist feels like there should be snacks on this tour.
You want popcorn again?
Yeah, man.
Mine was a 9.
All right. After the gunshot, you kind of hear like a after the coughing, you hear a "We're trapped here. You must save us."
I know. I have to roll on charisma to see how well I relay the information.
Yeah. So as you're relaying the information, he goes, "Missy, is there no? Hey, Where's the giant-headed one?
Who?
Wait,
Your
there
friend
was a
with the-
giant with us?
Your friend with the
Holy
giant
shit,
head. Where is he?
He must have been a ghost.
So meanwhile,
I put my hood up over my head.
he says, "No, he has a giant, like round head. Where is he?" And
I have no. What? Who is this you're talking about?
and so
Man, I
and
don't know.
Westbrook's like oh, I think he went
God.
to go to the restroom. Yes.
There was no
Yeah,
ghost.
the private restroom.
He says, "No, that restroom is not."
He said he wanted to shit in Mimic's mouth.
Yeah. So meanwhile, Fiamma, what are you doing? I don't know, Fiamma, Clancy.
Clancy. So I'm in this room alone now.
The dining room, yeah.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna just inspect the whole room.
Okay. So you want to roll like discern realities?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you detect like a sort of a magical presence, and it's like in the mantle on the far left of the room.
All right, I guess I'll head over towards it.
Yeah. So you notice the mantle has an openable like top to it.
Okay, I'll flick it open.
Roll a defy danger.
On
Oh, I knew
Dex.
it.
7.
Yeah. So as you try and open it, it snaps at you. You know, like a an angry dog will like snap at you, and it just grazes you. Like you just take a minimal amount of damage as it sort of bites at you. So 1 damage as it sort of snaps, and you pull your hand back. And then what do you do? So I'll tell you this too. As it flashes open to snap at you, you notice sort of a glowing gem on the inside.
Cool. Okay. I guess I will push it off the mantle.
No, it's inside the mouth of the thing.
Oh,
The gem.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just gonna reach in it.
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna take the damage then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So when you reach inside its mouth, it fully like snaps and closes its teeth and stuff around your arm, and you take 3 damage. But I was almost a 9. 3 damage as it's chomping down on your arm, and you start bleeding. And do you reach in and grab the gem?
Yep.
All right. And then you pull the gem free, and as soon as you pull it free, you hear like an ethereal woman's voice. Thank you. Please, break the gem to set me free. Set me
Fuck.
free.
Yeah. Come
I
on.
slide it in my pocket.
No.
Oh, Oh, that sounds sad.
I'm gonna begin walking out of the room singing, "Gotta catch 'em all."
Gotta catch them
Sure.
all. Human
Yeah.
souls.
So while Clancy's catching them all, back in the other room with you guys, the troll's like, he's like, I can't have people just wandering around this house all willy, but I can't leave you here either.
We'll go with you.
Why?
He says, well, you might steal something. I don't know you.
If I wanted to steal something, you would have never known I stole it in the first place.
Look, peasant.
What if I steal you?
He says, look, I'm just a worker, all right? This isn't my house, all right?
Then why do you care if I steal something? It ain't
Because
nothing
then
off you.
I'll get fired, and I won't be able to feed my wife and kids. Look, my wife can't stop spending money, all right?
If I was to give you a gold,
I
would
mean,
it matter? You couldn't get paid that much.
look,
I've had part-time jobs. If someone paid me enough, I'd say fuck it.
Maybe for like 3 gold.
Oh,
I toss him 3 gold.
done.
He says, huh. Well, okay then.
Now
Happy
tell me the
retirement.
secrets.
He says,
Because I want everything.
first,
Happy retirement.
first of all, he's like, I quit. And he just takes off the hat and the coat and he throws them on the ground. And
Wanna
then he
fuck
pulls
up
his
the
pants
shit
down and
with
he pees on them for a second.
Fuck yes.
He's like, look, man. Look, I just give the tour, all right? Look, some of the things in here are mimics. I'm told not to touch certain things. The sounds, look, I don't know exactly where they come from. Look, the boss who owns this place, I mean, he collects a lot of weird stuff, right? And he just tells me where to go and what to say and to keep people from like wandering around. But now, I don't care about any of that. So you know what? You do whatever you want. I'm
Do you
out.
want to mess up some stuff with us?
He says, nah, I don't want to go to jail, man.
Who said anything about jail? We don't have witnesses.
Look, the guy that owns this place, he's tight with the mayor, all right?
I don't care if he fucks the mayor or not.
I don't... Look, I don't know what they do. I don't care, all right? This is just a job.
They probably do the things. That's all I'm saying.
The things.
Where's
He
the
says-
one place we're not supposed to go in this house?
Where's the elephant graveyard?
Where are you not supposed to go?
He says, I mean, look, so on the second floor, there's, if you go up the staircase, there's some rooms to the left and the right. There's some bathrooms up there if you really want to go. Let's see. There's a room for sleeping. There's the sort of study tower. There is a room sort of in the front, centrally located, opposite of the staircase. I don't have keys to that room. I can't get in it. Can't
Oh,
take
it's the
anyone
sex
there.
Takes off.
dungeon.
He's gone.
That's the room.
That's
Yep.
the sex
I just went to
dungeon.
that room.
Well, hold on.
Let's
now.
all go.
He's like, hey, so listen, if you're gonna wreck the place, could you just give me like, I don't know, give me like 10 minutes to get out of here and get kind of like a distance away from here. In fact, you know what? Hey, you, and he kind of points at Gray, and he's like, you look pretty burly. Could you, I don't know, punch me in the face so I can at least say I was like assaulted or something?
Fucking kill you.
If I hit you, you may die.
He says, I mean, you look strong, but I mean, come on, no one's that strong.
Okay.
He fucked around and found out.
And what do I need? What do you want me to roll, Mike?
All right, roll
Aw,
attack.
Oh,
A normal attack?
Uh-oh.
Come on, man. Just roll 1d something. Don't go
Yeah,
fucking.
you can choose to hold back.
Okay, well, I guess you choose
The man
to
just
hold
got
back?
paid enough to quit his job for a year. Let him have his year off.
Look, roll.
He's an
roll-
ogre, though, right? He's
He's a troll.
He's a troll. Oh, then roll what?
Just roll for your attack, right? You just roll your 2d6 plus your modifiers for the attack.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't even know if that would be necessary, Mike.
Okay, so no. Here's the thing: if you got a perfect roll, then he has perfect control, right? And so that's how we're going to play this. So you didn't get a perfect roll, but you got a decent roll. You hit him probably a little harder than you meant to, so you may like break a cheekbone, but you won't kill him, right? So you punch him. So describe it. I mean, you know.
I go to punch him, and I go, oh God! And I slip on whatever board that's there, and I hit him in the jaw a little bit harder than I meant to.
Yeah, and it knocks him to the ground, and he probably passes out for at least a minute or two.
Oh, that's a minute that you. That's less. Now he's got 9.
I was gonna say, if it's a minute, I'm already at that door.
We're already going. Sorry.
So,
We're
right.
booking it.
so is everyone going there, or are people
Yeah!
going other places?
It's always the door that you're not supposed to
I
go
want to
to.
see the weird animals in the sex dungeon.
Well, that's in the basement.
Yeah.
Dungeons are never.
You don't
in the
know.
attic.
It's hey, he put it under lock and key for a reason. We don't know.
It's
Alright.
always the door you're not supposed
So
to.
yeah,
go to.
you go back out to the foyer area, and there's staircases to the left and the right, but they both go up. If you're running up the staircase, you get to the top of the stairs. The whole area is sort of like, once again, lined in sort of velvet carpet. To the if you come up the staircase, when you're facing that direction, there's a little bay window that looks out over the dead gardens. And then, to the left and the right, immediately there are doors that look as though they may go into some sort of rooms. And then, just forward from those are another set of doors to the left and right that go to additional rooms. And then there are doors across from the staircase where you came up from on the opposite side that seem to lead. There's 2 double doors on the left and 2 doors on the right that may lead to the same room or different rooms. Who knows? But that's the area he was describing, was across from the staircase. So.
I go to the door that's locked. I don't know.
They're both those doors are locked. So.
Okay.
All right. So I mean, they're locked, and you're there. So what?
Awesome. I'm gonna unlock them.
Okay, roll for it.
Let me on deck's okay. It's been a while since I've had to pick a lock.
What?
And I still remember how.
Okay.
Alright, it's so is that gonna open it?
What are the you get like the pick locks? Don't you get like a thing?
Yeah, on a less than 7, it's a fail. On a 7 to 9, it happens. The GM will offer you 2 options between suspicion, danger, or cost.
So what do you want? Suspicion, danger, or cost?
Give me danger. Don't give a shit.
Okay. Yeah. So as soon as you unlock the door, could you roll a defy danger for me?
Sure. On what, Dex?
Dex, yeah.
Sure. Cool.
The doors go to snap at you. So they open up and teeth are on the inside, and it snaps at you, and you I guess you jump back, and then like saliva is dripping from the teeth now of the door that's like partially open.
There's no jewel in mine? That's bullshit. Alright, so you said there's 2 of these doors that are locked?
Yeah, there's doors on the other side as well.
Alright, well, I'm just going to do the other side now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's opening.
Yeah. It opens up, and you can see into the room, and it seems like just a large room, wood flooring. Have you gone into the room, or are you just looking into it?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally going in it. I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
As you walk in, there's a number of mirrors. So there's 3 mirrors lining the back wall, the wall that would be where the doors are that you just came in. And there's a mirror on the far wall, and there's a mirror laying down on the ground like it's fallen over. Then there's some bookcases to the left and right on either side of this room with a number of books on them, and then there's just some tables with random stuff on them. And that's what you see.
Okay. I don't know what I want to do.
Where's everyone else, too, while he's doing that?
Probably fucking with the dormouse.
Yeah.
After tying the fainted guy's shoes together, I follow Mist.
Okay.
I'm just here, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm standing outside in the hallway where the other mouth door is. Just
Okay.
standing there aimlessly going,
Yeah, and it's kind of chopping. It's going, how.
Aw.
Feed it. He said not to feed it. You got somebody feed it. I looked. I don't have anything on me to feed it with.
Yeah. While you guys are doing that, we're going to go back downstairs and check in with Clancy. So Clancy, where are you at?
Move on to the next room. Start searching again.
Which one?
I guess the one they left into.
The one that's got the passed out guy in it?
Yeah.
Okay. You I guess they would pass you as they're running up the stairs. And you would see the room they came out of, and so you're just going to go into that room they came out of?
Yep.
As soon as you walk in there, you see the troll on the ground. Looks like he's been punched pretty hard in the face. His shoes are tied together, and he's starting to stir and wake up a little bit.
All right, I'm going
And
to.
and Westbrook's still in there. He hasn't left yet. He's kind of like just sitting in one of the chairs, watching the troll.
Oh my god.
All right, cool. I'm gonna walk
That's
in
hella
and be
creepy.
like, "Hey, Westbrook, did you hear any voices in this room?"
He says, "Ah, yes, we heard a gunshot and then a groan."
Oh my gosh.
Okay, then I'm gonna investigate the room.
And you're still invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
So yeah, you can faintly detect some magic coming from the fireplace.
All right, is there like a poker next to it or something?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna pick that up and start poking the fire.
Okay. There's no fire in the fireplace. It just is a fireplace. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, as you poke, immediately some teeth close around it.
Cool. I'm gonna look real close and see if I see another gem.
So you can sort of see if you look sort of up into the fireplace, something shining kind of up inside it.
Take a fire poker and try to knock it down.
Roll on dex.
11.
Yeah, I mean, so this thing's like chomping down on the poker, but you managed to like knock the thing sort of down into the sort of the back part of its mouth, and so it's just like sitting there and it's chomping on the fire poker, and it's from an outside perspective, it's just a floating fire poker poking into the mimic mouth, and you can see Westbrook over there, and he's just sort of like got this like shit-eating grin on his face, watching it all happen, and he says, "Oh my, I think he's awake," and the troll's like, "Oh, my face."
I
Oh,
immediately
my
drop the
face.
poker.
And just clangs on the ground.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, what is going on?"
You
And
asked us to hit you.
you're not. What, are you still in there, or did you go up
No.
with everyone else? Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't know.
All right. All right. And so Westbrook's like, he says, "Well, man, you asked the big one to hit you, and he said you might die, and you said it would be okay, and he hits you, and you passed out, and that's where we are. Yes. And I think you said you wanted to skedaddle. You might want to do that. I believe the group is causing a bit of a ruckus upstairs. I heard some noise." And the guy's like, "Oh, yeah, all right." And he gets up and he starts to walk, and then he immediately falls.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, immediately falls, with a thud. And he says, "Oh, I think your shoelaces might be tangled." And he's like, "Oh, how did that happen? Oh, my head hurts so much."
Mysteries.
And he just like pulls a knife out of his boot and like slices the shoestrings, and then he sort of like gets himself back up and he says, "All right, well, if y'all could not burn the place down, that'd be preferable, but I don't care that much."
No promises.
He says, "Hopefully I never see you again." And what did you say? Did you say no promises?
Yep.
He's like, "Did your voice change, Dark Elf?" And he says, "No, I did not. Perhaps it's one of your ghosts." And he says, "You know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck this job. Screw this job." And he just walks out.
As he's walking out the door, I say, "Bye."
He says, "Bye."
All right,
And-
cool.
And Westbrook says, "What fun we're having." He
Yes, this is
says,
quite enjoyable.
"Are you going to continue with the poker then?"
Do you have any way to put this to sleep? I want to stay invisible.
He says, "Well, I try and make it a point to use as little magic as possible, so I would prefer not to."
Okay, well then will you stab it with this? And I pull out a pink knife.
He says, what does that knife do? I don't remember.
It's the knife of Sing Song.
What does it do? I don't remember what it does.
It makes it bust out in singing.
Okay. He takes the blade in his hand and he holds it out and he says, And you see like his eyes glint, and he says, "This blade has some musical power, I see."
Yeah, it's pretty great.
He says, so do I just stab it in, huh?
Yes, please.
He says, okay. He says, and why aren't you doing it?
Because if I do it, then I turn not invisible.
Ah, I see. Yes. Yes, invisibility spells are fickle, aren't they?
Yes, it's rather a nuisance, but you know.
He says, rightio. And he walks over and he goes to stab the Mick, and we're gonna do a little bit of a roll for Westbrook. Yeah. So he stabs it, but it does as it's sort of biting at him. He kind of gets him a little bit, but he does manage to stab it. And then the mimic starts going.
What?
As it's doing that, I'm gonna reach my hand in its mouth and try to grab the stone.
Yeah. So you can. I mean, his mouth is still open and closing as he sings. But you can roll with an advantage if you want on your dex.
Roll advantage is rolling twice, right?
No, you can add an additional 1 to
Okay.
your plus.
7.
Wow. You don't have any dex modifier?
No.
Huh. That seems
It's all in my spell casting.
Yeah, it seems weird for a bard. Yeah. So you manage to get in and grab it, and take minimal damage as that's happening. Just one.
He's like 17.
So yes, I rolled a d4 and you got a 17. Weird. So yeah, you just get 1 damage as you reach in and scoop up the sort of gem, and the gem says, "Blimey, have you come to save us?"
Slide it into my pocket. I'll then pull the knife out and walk out. Thanks, Westbrook.
He says, "My pleasure." He says, where are you headed to next, might I ask?
Wherever the next room is, I'm going to collect all the Infinity Stones.
He says, okay then. He says, mind if I join you?
Feel free if you can see me.
He says,
I'll just hold the knife up so he follows it.
He says, excellent, yes. And so yeah, he just follows you. So meanwhile, upstairs, Gray, you're in front of this door and it's chomping. Are you doing anything with it?
Well, obviously it's a mimic and it's a huge door.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna walk into the mimic door.
Yeah. I mean, there's an open door on the other side.
Do I have anything to... Where is... Can I do anything to this door? And this is just the door. Is there a room in there?
Yeah, I mean,
technically
Mist accessed the room from the other side of the from the other side of the room, the other side of the sort of U shape.
Oh, so there's just the same room, just a different door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then I'll just go into the other room where they're at.
Yeah.
I thought it was a different room entirely.
Nope. Yeah, I mean there are other rooms around here that you all just chose to bypass for sure. So yeah. And Gotrin, what are you doing?
I'm just following along.
Okay, so
enjoying the show.
Okay. And then Melody. So you're all in the room with mirrors with Mist then?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, everyone kind of is filing in into the room. Also, Mist as you're in there. Like I said, you've got these 5 mirrors. 3 that are standing on one wall, 1 standing on the opposite wall, and another one on the floor that looks like it might have been standing on the opposite wall with the one that's alone. So, and
I take my greasy hand and write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each mirror in the corner.
Yeah. So as you write with the grease on the mirrors, it's almost like the grease sinks into, fades away, and disappears on the mirror.
I spit on one.
Oh.
That's unsanitary.
Yeah. So your
Is
spit
it drink?
sort of ripples on the surface of the mirror and then just disappears.
I will be right back.
Hmm.
Miss, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to play that.
I want to maybe roll discern realities.
Okay.
Let me see. Do I?
That's terrible.
You,
I
you,
discern nothing.
you don't discern anything now.
Yeah, okay.
Dang it! If I only. I thought I still had that shard of glass that reveals things. Actually.
That thing was like a big ass mirror. Y'all had to like set that
No,
up
we
somewhere.
broke it. Remember?
Oh,
It
yeah,
got
okay.
broken. Yeah, it was shards of it. And that's how we found out, Skelly Part 2 Electric Boogaloo was, or whatever was wrong with Melody. Is there anybody in here?
No, it's eerily silent in this room.
Dad blasted. Let me look at the. So which door is which in here? Because I'm looking on the. Wait a minute. Where would I see? This is why is that not working?
I don't know. So
It should be so easy. So I go over to the one that's cracked on the floor. There we go.
it's not cracked. It's just reflecting whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
I go over there and I touch it.
Yeah, when you touch it, it feels like icy cold and liquidy.
Like it's just cold to the touch.
Almost like it's a pool of water.
This is gonna be very dangerous. Stick my hand in it.
Okay, yeah.
This won't go well.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose my hand. That's okay.
yeah, when you stick
There's
your hand,
always
when you stick your hand in it, it feels like you've just stuck your hand in like ice water, but it's almost like pressurized, and then
painfully pressurized.
yeah, I mean it's probably like painfully closed, not pressurized, but it's painfully cold almost, and it's like how do I describe this? It's like sticking your hand in water, but if that water like had more pressure to it.
Okay, so like, did I just stick my hand, 20,000 leagues under the sea,
Yeah, that's what I
and
was
just
thinking.
crush my hand?
It's not crushing your hand, but it is, like I said, it's
Okay, I'm gonna pull my hand back out and
Yeah, it's-
relay that.
it's
to,
soaking wet for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay that to everyone that these mirrors are weird. Is there anything in this room that I can grab and drop into them?
Yeah, there's books and stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a book in the mirror.
Okay. Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you drop it in, and it sort of the surface of the mirror ripples for a second as the book descends into it, and it just disappears, and you don't see where it goes or anything, and then it's just gone.
Miss jumps into the mirror.
Oh well,
Which one?
The one on the floor.
yeah. That's the problem here. Like, I mean, man. Oh, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I almost said Jigga, you got some rope, but.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did you tie any rope or anything, or did you just jump through?
Yeah,
No,
we
fuck it. I go right into it.
well, that's the end of Miss.
Yeah.
Break the mirror. No, but
Yeah. You
what are we doing?
you jump to the mirror as soon as you go
Having a
through.
good time.
You find yourself in an ocean of some sort, and so when you turn back, there's no mirror, nothing in there. You're just in the ocean, and it's icy and it's cold and it's dark, and you're gonna drown. You need to like. Do you start swimming? What seems like, I mean, you can see
Who
kind of.
says I'm gonna drown?
You can see some sort of like.
This can swim.
Some amount of light that's upwards, for sure. So you can tell
Upwards?
You can-
Am I under the water?
Yeah, you're way underwater.
Oh, okay.
So this is,
Then I
mirrors
swim
at
back
bottom
to
of
the
sea.
light.
Yeah, well, so the light is like the surface, right? That's the mirror is gone, right? You're
Well, then I swim to the surface. I'm not going to stay
yeah.
underwater.
Yeah, so as you start swimming towards the surface, a very large thing swims past you with multiple legs and sharp teeth, and then some other smaller things like it swim by.
The fucking pocket dimension.
and,
Put him in.
As you come to the surface, you're probably a good 2 or 3 miles off of land as you poke your head at the top, and that's where you are, just in a sort of a foreign ocean.
Cool.
Yeah. So, do you swim towards land?
No.
Where the?
You just gonna hang out in the ocean?
How close is this land? Do I even see land?
Yeah, it's probably 2 or 3 miles away.
Sure, why not? I don't give a fuck.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So
what-
Mist starts swimming. We're gonna go back to what everyone else is doing. You guys just saw Mist jump into the mirror and sort of disappear, and you're just in there. What do you do?
The fuck do you mean? What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
What do you mean? What I do? I'm not gonna just.
Good, don't. Don't come in here.
I mean, I can't just jump into a mirror. Oh, my
That's
hands
Miss
already.
Personal People now.
Well.
I start trying to tap on the corner to see if I can break it.
The mirror?
Yeah, one of them, not the one Mist went in. Another one.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, it seems like the frames of the mirrors are made from like a bronze, so it's like metal. But like, I mean, you could probably break it if you wanted to. Who knows what happens when you do that? But yes, you could probably break
All right,
it.
I'm gonna break the corner off.
Like, are you gonna break it so that the glass is no longer encased?
Right, like I'm taking off a corner piece because it's a big mirror about the size of my hand. So I'm just gonna punch through the bottom corner, not to break the whole thing, just
Yeah.
the bottom right.
Yeah. So roll a strength.
Just why we can't have nice things, Culture. But okay.
I'm curious.
That's only like
You
the
rolled a
1d6.
one?
So roll another d6.
Oh,
One.
there you go.
Okay.
I hit roll when I was trying to hit the up button on the strength.
Yeah. So when you break the corner off, the glass sort of liquefies and sort of like pulls up. It just like pours out of the frame like liquid onto the ground of the thing, and then there's just sort of this just glassy pool of goop on the ground. And when it like spills onto the ground, a piece of it just sort of like grazes your foot and takes a very small chunk out of your foot as it like flows by. Like it's just gone, and now you're sort of bleeding from the side of your foot.
Okay.
And there's probably some damage with that, I guess. Yeah. It hurts 3 worth of damage. It's not a big chunk. Melody, what are you doing?
I don't know what has gone on while I had to step away. Sorry about that.
A whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, so there's mirrors. You're in the room of the mirrors. Gray stuck his hand in a mirror and pulled back, and he was like icy wet. And then Mist jumped into said mirror and just disappeared forever.
Forever.
That's just what it seems like. Then Gontran punches the corner of one of the mirrors, and the mirror like leaks out of the frame into the floor.
Can we bottle the leaking mirror?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna try it. His foot's cut up after it touched him.
Can we attempt to bottle the mirror?
So how are you going to bottle it?
With a bottle?
How are you going to get it into the bottle?
How are you gonna touch it?
You said it was liquid.
Uh-huh.
That it was pouring
Yeah,
out
but
of the.
yeah, the problem is this liquid is, I don't know, apparently razor sharp.
Oh, okay. Well, that's dumb.
This liquid is razor sharp.
If that's what's happening.
It's sharp water.
A little death water here. Yeah, there's a. I don't know what to do in this situation.
I choose a mirror to step into. Fuck it.
Okay.
You did it too, Joel.
Ooh.
All right. So, I guess Joel's not talking to us because I can't hear Joel if he's talking
Oh,
to
I
us.
thought he was. I thought he was.
No,
like-
I'm talking with somebody else.
Okay, okay.
Oh, I thought that was
Yeah.
oh, for fuck's sake. Never mind. Sorry.
All right. So, there's 3 mirrors on the back wall. I'm gonna just assume that the one the Gottrid punched was the one on the wall closest to the one on the floor, and Swit's on the floor. So there's still 3 mirrors on the back wall. Do you choose the leftmost, middle, or rightmost mirror?
So the middle's already had something happen to it, right?
No, there's a middle mirror on the far wall, right? So there's 3 mirrors on the far wall, and there's a mirror in the floor that's like close to the opposite wall, and one that was standing up was a wall, and that's the one we're assuming Gottrin's broken, and it's just spilled into the floor. So there are 3 mirrors on the back wall, left, right, and middle.
I'm taking the middle on the back wall.
Okay.
And this is where Melody dies.
For sure. So as you step through the middle mirror, you suddenly feel sort of a warm, humid environment. And roll discern realities for me.
Okay. I discern a little.
Yeah. You realize that you've been here before. It's the forest that you guys, the Tanglewood Forest or the Forgotten Forest, where you guys exited after you fought the gods, and a number of other things kind of happened there as well. And that's where you are. The mirror that you stepped through is gone. You're just there now.
Aw, shit.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yep. Yeah, you guys are killing me, by the way.
You're welcome.
You're the one that made the fucking mirrors into portals to nowhere.
Who just jumps through
Who
who just jumps through a portal with no rope or anything?
Who does this?
Our
Who
group.
does this to our people, Mike?
You do it
know
yourselves. All right.
I just
let's-
survived being possessed. And
Hey, all I know is
and I'm
we
still
fucked
living
Mike's
a
main
sad,
story up for at least
yeah,
2 months now.
a sad
Yeah.
Because
boring
we're all gonna
life.
have to try to
So,
find our way
you know
back.
what? Melody gets a do-over. That's what this sounds like.
So, anyways, we're gonna get back downstairs with Fiamma for a minute.
Yeah,
Clancy,
go
sorry,
ahead,
Clancy.
Go back to Clancy.
Clancy. It's Fiamma's listed first in the names, and so I immediately draw to that. But anyways, because I'm dumb and I can't like dissociate. So yeah. So Clancy, which room are you going into? And the closest one is that sort of there's one just to the north of the one you were in, and it's got some like statues and cobwebs and purple floor in it.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, okay. And Westbrook follows you in. And as soon as you walk in, Westbrook's like, well, now, this is a doozy of a room. What do you suppose they use it for?
Pornographic content.
He says, do you think? Well, I mean, I do know some Naga ladies that would definitely like this aesthetic.
Ooh, not a lady, you say.
Yes, yes. They're called deviants of the sea.
You have to introduce me sometime.
He says,
But
oh,
in the
yes.
meantime, if you're here, make a sound.
And so you do hear a faint
Cool, I'm gonna inspect for it.
Yep.
9.
Yeah, so there's sort of like a winged sort of griffin type statue at the back corner of the room, and that seems to be where it's coming from.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna touch it.
Yeah, so as you get close to the the griffin, you can see that like one of its eyes seems to be like one of the glowing type gems. But as soon as you get close to it, if you could roll a defy danger for me.
Dex.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. So the stone griffin statue sort of comes to life and swipes at you with its stone claws and just catches you a little bit as you jump back, step back, dodge, whatever you got to do. And 4 damage as it sort of swipes across you. And you hear Westbrook in the background go, "Oh, how thrilling!"
Yes, it's quite entertaining for me. I promise.
And so yeah, then the griffin starts sort of advancing forward, and it's sort of like it's looking to see if it can't find you. It can sort of, I guess, maybe hear your footsteps or sense your presence in some, but it can't see you. And so it's just sort of like scouting the room and advancing forward.
Okay.
But it can see Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook's visible. He's like at the end of the room. He didn't walk up to it.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'll drop the invisibility.
All right.
9. I'm gonna cast sleep on it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean you cast sleep on it, and it the movement just kind of slows to a halt, and it just stops.
Cool. I'm gonna pluck the eye out.
All right. And as you pluck the eye out, it goes, "Oh, Mama, is that
Yada,
you?
Yada yada.
Is
Slide
you
it in my These rocks talk a lot.
Westbrook says, "My, how interesting. What do you plan to do with those?"
Well, I gotta imagine if they're talkative, they're probably souls in that. So I'm gonna feed them to the dragon.
He says, the dragon. And which one is the dragon?
You. Oh.
I'm a dragon?
Maybe. I don't know.
If you want to give me the souls, I will gladly take them.
No. I'll find a use for these. Obviously, they're rare. Actually, you know what? We'll pull out the one that was saying "Mama" and hand it to him. You can keep that one.
He says, "Oh my, yes." He grabs it in his hands, and it starts talking again. So Westbrook kind of puts his hand over it, like in a sort of a slow motion, and it goes silent. And he says, "There, much better." And he says, "Yes, I could certainly find a use for this." And he puts it in like his coat pocket.
Think of it as a small payment for helping me get these.
He says, certainly. He says, yes. Did you ever find the bathroom?
Well, I used the corner in the previous room.
He says, yes. Yes, our troll friend also alleviated himself in the room. Yes, on his clothes, nonetheless. I think perhaps he didn't care for his job.
Apparently.
Yes. Well, on to the next room then, yes?
Onwards and forwards.
You lead the way. I'll follow you.
I'll put the dagger up now that you can see me.
Yeah, cool. So, meanwhile, upstairs, Gray and Gotrin, 2 of the characters have just leapt through mirrors, seemingly to not return. What do you want to do?
I'm definitely not going in one of these fucking mirrors.
No, because that's dumb.
Is there another room I could just go into? Let's pick another room.
I take my magic cup checks out and stick
Yeah.
half of them in through the mirror that Melody went in just to see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, if you put like part of the cup check through the mirror, it's in there, and then if you pull it back, it pulls back. So there's still technically 2 mirrors that haven't been gone through, and then the puddle of mirror on the floor. Because the middle mirror on the back wall was gone through, but there's still one on the left and the right. So, which one do you stick your cup checks in the left or the right, either or?
Which one did Melody go through?
The middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
I just wave him around for like a few seconds.
Inside which one? The middle one?
The middle one to see. If
Okay.
she can see him.
Yeah. Okay. Melody, roll discern realities for me.
Okay. Watch, I'm gonna be like, I don't see shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you sense like some magic happening, and you turn around and you see just like suddenly a mirror form behind you, or well, like where you came out of, and you see the Kupchuks waving around.
I kind of duck and go through the mirror.
Okay. So roll a dex.
Okay. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me see what that stat is.
Should be pretty high.
No, it shouldn't.
You're bard.
I mean, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Gotrin suddenly because I mean you have to be standing pretty close to the mirror to wave the Kupchuks around inside it.
Like I leap over, leap under. I do something to avoid getting hit by a Kupchuk.
Yeah, I mean the dex roll will keep you from avoiding the Kupchuk, but now I need Gotrin to roll a defy danger on his dex to not get bulldozed by the elf running through the mirror.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm sorry. Oh shit!
Nah, man. Yeah, you definitely get bulldozed. You're just
Great
like,
big bear hug.
yeah, you're just waving, and then suddenly you just get knocked flat by an elf charging through the mirror, and Melody pops back out of the mirror.
All right.
And I'm like, magic glowy forest. Been there before. No want.
Yeah.
All right. So we try it with other mirror for Gray too.
Oh, no,
I
Grace.
didn't go into a mirror.
Grace. Yeah, I mean, Grace. You're seeing all this happen. What do you do?
What the fuck am I supposed to do? This shit ain't new. We always do this. I'm going to a different room.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, if you exit,
I'm not even asking her what happened.
you
You heard what happened.
You're just like,
I just, yeah, I'm
What
going
I
to.
hear was you weren't paying attention. Did I know that the name of the forest was Tanglewood Forest, or did I just?
yeah.
know,
I mean, you would know that. You there should be deeply burned in your brain. It's where you killed Kadroth. All right.
I'll go to the room, the door.
So I'll say Tanglewood Forest. I was in Tanglewood Forest.
I don't know how to, because all I see is rooms on the Twitch, so I could say the room that would have whatever door would have the 3 beds in it. I guess that's not a bed. That may be the 2 beds in it.
2 beds and a table.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You go in that room and it just looks like a sort of a nice little like stately room. As you're in there, you hear, hey, I don't think you're supposed to be in here alone.
The fuck? What was that?
He says, no one.
Guess it was no one. No, what was that?
He says,
It's a friend.
I'm, get out. Get out.
Can I discern reality?
Yeah, sure.
To see where that's coming from? Sorry, there's a lot of stuff. Which one is it? They're here. So I'm gonna switch back over. I have no idea where it's coming from, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. So now, Melody and Gotrin, Gray's left. You guys have figured out kind of how these mirrors work to some degree, anyways. What's your next move?
I explain what happened so that we at least know how the mirrors work. I'm like, they're portals. I don't know where the others go to, and I don't know if they go to the same place twice.
Well,
But that was the place I'd been to before.
I asked her if she had the rope.
I think I haven't used up the rope, so I should still have rope.
All right, tie it around me, and I'll jump in mist and see if we can't find a mist.
All right.
As the mist is swimming, if you're gonna ever go back to him.
Well, we gotta try.
Well, no, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I know.
About
That's
Mike.
All right, so we tie the rope good and tight around me. I kiss the Kupchuks for good luck, and I jump through.
Okay. And Melody, you holding the rope?
We might want somebody stronger to hold the rope just
Do we
in
want
case.
to tie it? Is there anything to the room we can tie it to?
Yes, let's find a secure place to tie it.
There's
Because also Melody gets distracted.
There's bookshelves. I mean, there's a door handle, I suppose.
All right, I take my
I'm like, pick your poison.
all right.
My strength is not good.
I punch a hole through the wall and tie it through the hole in the wall to the door through the door when it gets a nice good angle.
Jesus. There
Okay.
you go.
Sure. And do we ever specify how many feet of rope this is?
That's a good point.
I'm going to say 100 foot of rope.
Okay.
All right. All right. Yes.
I almost
So
want to,
you
enchant the cup chuck for him, but
you jump through and suddenly you're sort of in the icy depths of an ocean, and I can't imagine that dwarves are great swimmers.
Oh. Depends on the
Um,
decks, I guess.
All right. So
So
I'm not a great swimmer, so I swim right back to the way I came when I realize what it is.
so well,
If I'm laden in armor, this ain't gonna work. So
Yeah.
I go right back through.
I would say even you go through the portal and you start you start sinking, and so you're gonna almost have to climb your way back up the rope, sort of.
enough.
Yeah. You get back into the room, all soaking wet.
I tell everyone what I've seen.
Yeah. By everyone, you're just telling Melody because she's the only one left in the
Oh,
room.
I thought Jay was still here. All right, I tell Melody. I say, Melody, you want to try?
Yeah, I can try. I mean, my strength's not great either, but my dex is okay.
Yeah,
like-
you're probably a better swimmer.
Yeah, okay. All right, then
Anybody's a better
I'll
swimmer.
take the attempt. Yeah,
Okay.
but we need to make sure I'm pretty secured too. So.
All right. Yeah. So you guys secure Melody, and Melody, you jump in, so you
My
jump.
first response, fuck, it's cold!
Yeah, it's definitely cold. And you're the icy depths. Can you do a discern realities for me?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you can
I'm very awake by the cold water.
yeah. I mean, as you're sort of swimming around, you can sort of see towards the surface that there's something like very dark swimming at the surface, but then also all around you, there's other fish and stuff. And Miss, can you roll discern realities for me too?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure nothing will happen. But
Oh no. I think I know where I am now, and I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I see absolutely nothing.
Yep, you're just still swimming towards the shore. So Melody,
God help us all.
Melody,
I don't want to see.
there's
Can I unsee?
so for a moment, a whale is swimming by you, and then suddenly that whale is scooped up by a large multi-legged creature with
No,
sharp
I knew
teeth.
it. Dang it.
So yeah, all that stuff swimming around you, but you can kind of see where Mist is, but your 100 foot of rope's not going to get you to him.
Okay, then can I like do the signal or like pull at the rope or something?
Do you have? I mean, do you have any like sort of spells or anything you could do to cause commotion or attention in your general direction?
He's trying to stop this chaos so he can continue with his story.
You don't have to.
I
If you're like, you know what, I
wanted
swim back,
to
you can do
do
that.
it.
Absolutely.
There's not really anything I can do because most of my stuff is about charming people, not about. Oh well, I mean, I could, but then I would really draw the attention of the bug. All right, like because if I do a fireball in the middle of the ocean,
So that's what
it's-
everyone else is thinking too, because I was thinking they're the giant bugs.
he just said it's a giant bug. It's a bug big enough that it ate a whale.
Yeah, but the things we've seen before, yeah.
You know what? Hold on. I have a way of figuring out whether I'm going to be chaotic or not because this is something that Melody would do, and it's
Can you-
something that Amanda would do.
Can you roll a defy danger on your Constitution while you're doing all that?
Gosh dang it! I was trying to do a thing.
Yeah. But all the time it took you to figure out doing a thing, you're running out of air.
I suck at this. Okay.
You're almost drowning. Like you're starting to suck in some water. You got like
okay. My answer, because I had to figure it out. I always when I turn to chaos. I say, okay, we got to figure out a new plan.
So are you going back in the room?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell him what's going on, and we have to formulate a new plan.
Yeah. So you sort of burst forth from the mirror and gasp for air, and choking on some water coming out of your lungs as you burst out. So we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that in just a minute. So let's check in with Clancy and Westbrook downstairs. So Clancy, where are you headed to next?
I'm gonna look at Westbrook. I'm gonna be like, so there's 2 floors. If you finish checking the rest of downstairs, I'll go upstairs and we'll split everything 50-50. Sound good?
He says, you want me to fetch these soul orbs for you then? Is that what we're looking at here?
Yeah, depending on how many we get, you'll get more.
He says, I'll tell you what. Can I borrow that singing blade from you? I will return it.
Sure. I pull it out and hand it to him.
He says, fantastic, yes. All right then. Yes, it's a deal. I will search down here, and then you can search the upstairs.
All right, I'm gonna start whistling and walking up the stairs.
He says, yes. Here we go then. Yes, yeah, you go upstairs. And of course, as soon as you round the top of the stairs, you hear and see the chomping of the one set of doors. You know, and then the open doors on the other side. Gray, are you exiting the room you're in, or are you still staying, just hanging out in there?
Yeah, I've already came out of that room because, I'm too stupid to realize that there's something in there.
Okay, yeah, I mean, as you're walking out of the room, Clancy's coming up the stairs.
Hey, Clancy.
Howdy.
What are you doing?
Nothing. What about you?
Well, obviously Clancy's doing nothing, so...
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, do you tell him you heard noises in the room you were in?
I mean, yeah, there's some noises coming from that room, but I can't find it. Where it's coming from.
Okay. Where's everyone else?
Miss is like, fuck those bitches.
Yeah, do you tell him that Miss
Sorry,
just like
Gray.
Miss and Melody just jumped through mirrors, never to be seen again? Because that was the last thing you saw.
No.
You don't tell him
I
that?
wouldn't think about it.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't even think about it.
I do ask where everyone else is.
Oh. Well, I don't know. They're doing some mirror jumping thing in this other room over here. It's a terrible idea. I better go check on them. They're probably all dead.
I'm gonna wander into that room too.
Yeah. So I think I think you guys both walk into the room at the same time. Melody is bursting forth from the mirror.
And of course, I relay what I saw and what happened, and that I couldn't reach, that I didn't have enough rope to reach Miss.
So you can't breathe in there, right?
Well, I mean, if you can swim well, yeah, I guess you can breathe, but it's cold as shit, and then there's a bunch of bugs in the water. Bugs big enough to swallow a whale.
Sounds like fun.
Jesus. Well, I didn't feel like using this, but I guess I'll use the water ring that covers my entire body with water. Therefore, I shouldn't have to breathe.
So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
shapeshift.
get missed
Okay.
into a dolphin.
13. I turn into a penguin.
Okay.
Penguin.
You're the cutest penguin anyone ever saw. And now are we talking like king penguin or like a Gentoo, or I mean, what kind of penguin we talking about?
Is he like a Disgaea penguin? Yeah.
Dude.
What's the one with the yellow frills over the eyes?
That's the
Emperor.
emperor penguin.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
They're pretty big too. They're like 3 feet.
Yeah. There's king penguins too. They look the same, but they're shorter. But yeah, emperor penguin is the largest penguin. All right. So we're gonna cut outside to Mist real quick. So Mist, you're sort of making your way.
I'm backstroking, by the way,
Yeah.
looking into the stars.
Yeah. Can you roll a defy danger for me?
Sure. What am I defying?
Being attacked. Yeah. A swarm of, let's say, cat-sized water bugs are sort of circling around you, and then they start sort of like trying to like bite at you like piranhas, but you manage to dodge them. What do you want to do next?
Swim. I don't know. I swim.
Do you want to try and fight them off, or?
I'm not gonna fight these fucking things in the water.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, they're gonna slow your swim down some as you're trying to dodge them, and you're dodging them currently. So they're trying to attack at you. So meanwhile, back in the room, we've got Gray's covering himself in water, and Fiamma's becoming a penguin, or Clancy's becoming a penguin. So what's the plan from there?
Quack.
What the hell?
Fucking hate it when he turns into an animal. 90% of the time, it's useless.
I just waddle over to the mirror and like belly flop into it.
Cool. Gray, what do you do?
Give me this goddamn rope.
So I'm gonna say something that, well, you know what? Actually, let me get one or all of you to roll an intellect roll,
Okay.
because your characters might be smarter than you are. Well, Clancy, it's not gonna help. All right, because you can't tell anyone.
Oh, I'm not very smart today.
Gray,
I mean, it still does help.
Gray intellect roll.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll make sure.
I think we all should jump in the mirror and just.
Oh
swim on the
yeah, it's
island.
just regular.
No. So
Everyone's dumb.
no. So Clancy, you understand that all someone has to do is basically hold their hand in the mirror. It'll hold the door open, and you don't need the rope. So you understand that, but the rest of them do not understand that.
But you still
Okay.
need a rope so you can get pulled back in the ocean.
In that case, I'm gonna pet Gotrin and cast a spell.
Can you cast a spell as an animal?
Doesn't say I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I got flipper.
With a 9, I'll lose it, but I'll cast telepathy on him.
Okay.
Hey, Gotrin, you can just stick your finger in the mirror. It'll be fine.
All right. So what is my? So I. Is that like pulling my finger?
Finger the mirror.
Finger the mirror. It'll keep.
You may
something
also
from
get-
happening.
It'll keep it open.
You may
All right,
also get bulldozed
I
again.
put my arm through it.
What,
and then just keep it.
what are you doing, Gotrin? I was gonna
Quack, quack,
go
quack,
get him.
Just say
okay.
I just say he told me I can do this. To do this, you'll see. So I just do it and just leave my hand in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Melody, what's going on in there?
I don't know.
Telepathically, I'm gonna tell Gotrin to tell
Well, you
Gray
were
he
in
doesn't
there.
need the rope anymore.
You were in there. What was in there?
Oh, you were asking about that. I thought you were talking about what they were
You
talking
can-
about. No, apparently there's an ocean with a bunch of giant, like, whale-sized bugs, and Mist is swimming to the shore, but I couldn't reach him, and I was running out of air. So I'm like, we need a better plan than this, which is
So-
not the typical thing for me to do. I was about to cast,
Bugs?
yes, terrible large bugs, and to get Mist's attention, I was gonna use my fireball in the middle of the ocean, but then I thought, you know who else is gonna notice that? The bugs. Just saying.
Okay.
So Clancy, are you jumping in?
Yeah, I telepathically tell Gotrin to tell Gray he doesn't need the rope anymore,
Gray, you don't need the rope.
So
Good
I
to
should
go.
just jump right in.
Just
and then
jump
I'll
right
just
in.
jump in.
But they may get bulldozed when you.
Oh, I'm a penguin in water. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, he's gonna knock him over again. The rope might still be a good idea, guys.
There's only 100 foot of it. They can't get very far.
Oh, okay.
That's
Never mind. You're just gonna have to take that L, Gotrin.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, I don't have to worry about all of that. I'm a dog anyway. I can swim.
dogs can swim.
Kind
That's-
of.
You can
Yeah.
paddle.
Yeah.
They don't swim well underwater, and also
they
we've,
don't swim well.
we've also not discussed the mechanics of trying to swim while encased in a veil of water either.
Yeah, I should be perfectly fine because it's a veil of water, my own.
Yeah.
in
Well, it
the
depends on
sea.
how he's encased. Is it encased around his body or is it
Yeah.
a sphere?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's
It's like
it's
a
a
giant water hamster ball.
it's like a water soup with a layer of whatever in between him and the water.
Well,
So
that's
I'm
not
moving
so-
arms and
hilarious.
shit. There's no issue here.
But yeah, well, but my thought here is perhaps he's like really well lubricated and he just can't swim because he's just like he would just be in the water.
But if it's around his limbs, he
But
should
if
be
it's
able to
around the limbs,
generate.
you still create-
Remember,
you still create
remember,
force.
it's always
Yeah.
the old saying, water's not wet. Anyway, let's go.
I pull out my magical motorboat motor and hand it to him.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
He's
well,
like, I transform
you know what?
again to
I'm
a
just gonna stick
speedboat.
my head through it.
Yes,
and
do
look
that,
through it.
please.
And Fiamma, you've already jumped in.
Yes,
Or
Clancy.
Clancy,
goes
sorry,
Clancy.
Clancy. You just,
Then,
the names
then
go
the
there.
then the
he's already
speedboat
jumped in.
says then the speedboat says quack.
Yeah. So yeah, Clancy, you jump in and you immediately start swimming around. Can you roll discern realities once you get in there?
13.
Yeah. So you're sort of able to spot mist from a distance.
I shoot
And,
towards him.
All right. Cool.
He's a penguin. He should swim really fast.
Yeah, he would swim pretty quick. So yeah, Clancy jumps in and starts swimming, and then Gray, you're sticking your head and you see him like shoot off towards Mist. What are you doing?
I pull my head back out and look
Sounds
at
like
Melody with this
struggling.
shit-eating grin. I see him, and then I put my head back in.
Okay. I pat him when he comes through the door.
Yeah, I mean, so also both Clancy and Gray, you see a number of creatures in the water. Some of them look bug-like for sure.
But the room smells like wet dog when he approaches and then leaves.
All right, so Clancy, give me a dex roll.
Should I get a bonus for penguin in water?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that should be
Penguin
like a
in
plus
water.
5.
10.
Penguins and waters are
Yeah,
fast.
cool. Yeah, so you managed to dodge any bugs or whatever, or any sharks or whatever other things as you make your way. And you get to Mist pretty quick.
Until a fucking orca
So
comes
Mist,
up.
Mist, you're being so you're dodging these sort of piranha bug things as you're swimming along, and then Clancy, when you reach Mist, what do you do?
I'm gonna he's on the surface, right?
He's swimming
Yeah.
on the top of the water, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump over him, then circle back around, jump over him again, and then straighten my body out in a penguin point towards Gray.
Well, now, so as using like a druid skill, there's always a signature part of you that is like the same. So you still have you're a penguin, but you still have like a globish head.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
That's
Miss
weird.
would probably know that it's you.
I would. All right, so seeing him and seeing him pointing, I'm gonna roll on Dex here for something called escape route.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a 13. So on a 10 plus, I'm gone. It says if you need a way out, name your escape and you're gone.
That's
On a
good
7 to
question.
9, there's consequences, but there are no consequences because I have a 13.
Yeah.
So seeing this, I grab Clancy and I just fucking haul ass through the door.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys start swimming back. Gottron's got his arm through the portal, and Gray's got his head
Just
through the portal,
I'm
just
just
looking
going
around.
like this.
I'm pretty sure I would. First of all, I would definitely see them coming.
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah,
move.
you would.
Yeah. So so you pull your head out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So then they shoot out of the mirror out into the
As
the
I'm
room.
holding Clancy by the scruff of his penguin neck. And I get out and I drop Clancy on the ground. I'm like, fuck that mirror, and I kick it as hard as I can.
What part of the mirror do you kick?
The edge of it, the part that holds it together.
God damn it.
You roll a strength.
Damn it. I was just gonna stick the ice dagger in and freeze the whole fucking sea.
Well, I'm not really strong, so this may not work at all. You
Watch
said
us
on
with your
strength?
strongest
Yeah.
roll.
Roll on strength.
What do I have on that? Nothing. Okay. And I
Because if
shall
I just
roll.
freeze the whole sea,
It's a 9!
everything's gone.
Yeah. So you crack the edge of it, and it slowly starts to leak out.
Cool. And I middle finger. I fucking stick it right up. I'm like, fuck that thing.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it.
Stick your dagger in before it fucking melts away, man.
I
It
don't
ain't
know if
gone
that'll.
yet.
I don't know if. Look, the last time we did that, look, he got a big chunk out of his foot, and I don't think freezing the entire ocean may cause complications later. But everything it'll be frozen solid.
So, yeah, it's just slowly leaking out of the frame into the floor.
Just let it happen
Yep.
because we have to fight these bugs. One day I don't want to, freeze these bugs in a winter wonderland forever or destroy an entire sea somehow.
Yeah.
And then there's a giant thaw, and the only thing that's there is the bugs, and they have no natural predators.
Yeah.
Hey, so while he's doing that, I want to stick my head in another mirror.
Okay. There's still the 3 on the back wall.
I don't give a
Oh,
fuck. I'm
I
picking
tell
one
him-
at random and
I
sticking my
tell
head in
him.
it.
I tell him that the middle one is Tanglewood Forest.
I don't do that one.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you go left or right?
Right.
Right.
It's
Okay.
only my head, Mike.
Yeah. No. Right. Yeah.
I've learned my lesson.
You appear in a guillotine.
You just stick your head through.
Well, I'm out, fellas.
Yeah. So if you stick your head through the right mirror, it's comes out into it's like a frozen tundra, and
They're selling
it-
snow cones.
I mean there's just like rolling hills of snow and it's freezing, and that's just what you see. It's almost like a whiteout.
All right, I pull my head out and I relay this information.
Was there a guy selling snow cones?
Nope.
Okay.
There's a frozen tundra there.
Yeah.
All right, I stick my head in the other one.
Cool. So the other one, when you stick your head through it, it's a room. It looks like sort of a royal-ish room in a castle, but the decor is very, I'd say masculine. There's like heads of things mounted on the walls, and everything's like hard stone, very like leathery and woodsy furniture and stuff. And it just seems to be like a sitting room.
Cool. I pull my head out and I'm like, "Hey guys, I think a rich fucker lives here. We should rob him."
So what was the other mirror, or did he tell
Oh,
us?
really cold, like frozen wasteland. It was
Can
awful.
I take that mirror off? What happened? Okay. Hey, what? Is the other mirror still there? The one that's like leaking out? Is it all gone?
We'll say it's like 30% leaked out into the floor.
Okay, then I'm gonna grab the frozen mirror and I'm gonna smash that one onto that so they just leak into each other. I'll freeze them to death somehow.
So you're
Clancy's gonna leave the room.
you're gonna pick one mirror up and smash it into the other one.
I'm gonna smash the ice mirror into the water mirror. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yes.
Does anyone try and stop him from doing that?
I
Nope.
learned my lesson. No.
And you said Clancy's leaving the room.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to the room.
Is anyone else leaving the room when they see Gray doing this action?
Yeah. There's gonna be glass everywhere, so I'm gonna at least back up and
Nah.
like start heading out.
It's just gonna leak out into that one. They're
Yeah.
all
Okay.
leaky.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. What about you, Miss?
I
What are you doing?
throw it in it.
I'm still
I
staring
throw
at the
it at
mirror
Yeah.
that
Okay.
I stuck my head in.
And Gotrin?
He's telling you to leave the roof, country. That's what he's
I'm
telling
walking out.
It's
I'll walk out,
He's
follow.
telling you to leave the
Yeah.
room.
So give me a strength roll, Gray.
Oh, that's happening.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely
Oh
happening.
shit. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Now, can I get a defy danger?
What am I defying from?
Just give me a defy danger on your decks, please. Cool. Who else is in the room? Anyone else in the room? Give me a defy danger on your decks.
Why? What's happening?
He's smashing one mirror into the other. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Why does that matter?
The globules of mirror are going to just splash out everywhere. They're gonna splatter.
Oh yeah, and they eat flesh. That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm not getting touched, but good luck to whoever is.
Yeah.
I'll
So
be okay.
and did you say you stepped out, Melody?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, Melody and Clancy and Gotron all kind of took a step out. Yeah. So yeah, pieces of glass, sort of globules, the sort of liquidy glass that it is, it spits everywhere, right? It doesn't seem to hurt anything within like the room itself. It doesn't hurt the wood or the walls or anything like that. But some of the spurts do pass through the other mirrors, and
Oh God.
the two that you broke also kind of mix in with the other one that's in the floor. And
Portal to hell opens up.
The ice one and the other one that I broke.
yeah.
Oh,
but-
so all the rest of them broke?
no, there's another pool of one in the floor that was broke earlier.
Oh, you mean the little side?
Gotron
piece?
broke one.
Yeah, gotcha, and it leaked
Yeah.
out the floor.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It's
yeah.
It's all as well now.
And so the three mirrors that combine, after this sort of the spurts go everywhere, you do get grazed by one gray. Grazes you right across the side and takes a chunk of
With
your
the
side up.
layer of water on my body.
It passes right through that. It takes out a chunk of the water along with a chunk of your side. I mean, basically whatever it came in contact with, it's as though it were
Ow! Where's my damage?
like vaporized. Yeah. So 4 damage. As it skirts by you. And
that
then the
stung a little bit.
and now the three mirrors that have combined, they sort of start like doing these like spikes and bubbles as it's all just coalescing there on the floor. Do you guys do anything about that?
Yeah, I grab a jar that I have. I've got plenty of
Can you
them,
scoop that up?
and I'm gonna scoop it up.
Good choice.
Can you scoop that up?
I scoop magic liquid up. I don't know why. I can't
That is
scoop this
true.
up.
So when you go to scoop it up with the jar, it vaporizes the part of the jar that touches it.
Bullshit. You said anything else that was touching, including floors and stuff, did not. So
In-
it should not vaporize a jar.
The things in this room, yes, the things in this room seem to be impervious to the liquid,
So this guy
Wait a
made the
minute.
entire house impervious to the liquid?
Wait
or
a
at least this
minute.
room.
Metagaming bastard.
Mm,
It's spiking and bubbling. Bless
Yeah,
you.
just leave it alone.
And
It'll
it's-
be
and it's-
okay.
it seems to be getting more violent.
Well, it's time to just
Fuck it,
leave
I
the
don't
room.
care.
Yeah, whatever.
This
This
will have
room-
no consequences.
Nah.
Then I take the pillowcase off the bed and I scoop it up with that.
There's no pillowcase in this room.
You said wasn't there a bed?
There's
Like
beds in
an
other
table and
rooms,
shit?
but not in this room.
Wait.
This room has books. It's got
Oh, an end
tables.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I take one of the books and I take a drawer out of the end table and I scoop the shit into the drawer.
Okay, how are you scooping it in?
I'm pushing it in with a book.
Okay, all right. Now I said this is all like spiking and bubbling, so it's
Yeah, I hear you.
okay. Can you roll a defy danger for me?
This is the worst idea we've
Yeah,
had in
perfect.
a while.
It's in. It's in the drawer.
Yeah, so
I
you guys
wouldn't
just scoop it
say
in
that.
without avoiding the reaction
I'm
that's
not
just getting
scooping
worse
shit
and
in.
worse.
I'm not scooping anything in anything.
Yeah. What are you doing, Gray, while he's doing this?
I'm completely laughing. This is the worst idea ever. This house. I'm gonna go set this house on fire somewhere. That's the best idea.
So are you leaving the room?
I'm definitely.
I'm leaving the
mean,
room.
I mean, the
Okay,
best thing
so-
to do is to just grab another mirror and throw it at it too, and just leave the room, right?
Okay,
Because
okay.
it's
Can I do
all
one more
over.
thing before I leave?
No,
And
you're not in that room. You said you left
You
it.
already left.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Never
Wait a
mind.
minute.
Alright.
So nothing in this room can be hurt. Ah, man, can it
I'm
just,
not
like,
listening to any of this. I'm walking right out of the room
Yeah,
and
I'm
I look
leaving
at the
it.
fucking mimic door and I throw this shit in its mouth.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that mimic's dead.
Yeah. So the mimic chomps around it and then like implodes on itself. Yeah.
Sweet.
But okay, so when that happens though, when it implodes on itself, a mirror surface sort of forms in the doorway where the mimic was.
Oh,
I stick my head in it.
what? You can't just do that. That's just a terrible.
Yeah. When you stick your head in, it's just darkness,
Uh-oh.
darkness and emptiness.
Really?
Did
And
you
you're
just
sitting there
create
quiet.
a pocket dimension?
You're
Did
just
you just
quietly
create-
thinking, I
Did you
fucked
just
up.
create a bigger magic bag?
Bigger magic.
So it's just darkness in here.
It's just
like
it's
well, I would
complete,
know. Well, I
complete
would
and
know.
utter
He'd
darkness
have
and
to come back
nothingness.
out for me to know.
All right, fine. I withdraw my head and I say, hey, there's nothing in this one.
What do you mean? There's nothing.
There's literally nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing. There's nothing. Go ahead, stick your head in it.
Also, you guys can hear like rumbling and sort of just ominous noises coming from within the room still, because you didn't scoop up all of it. So
I've gone into the room. Gray said the voice was it.
okay, yes, let's reconcile that real quick.
Yeah.
You're
Because we
in the
only
room.
have 3 minutes.
When you
Fucking
yeah
room.
when you walk into that room, you're get out.
No.
I don't think you're supposed to be here.
I immediately start investigating the room.
Yeah,
ignoring the voice.
roll your discern realities, I guess.
9.
Yeah, it seems to be coming from the rug.
Aw.
I pick up the rug.
So when you pick up on the rug, there's a mouth on the other side, and it says, "Hey, put me down."
No.
It's like put a
This is,
cloak around. You are now my buddy.
I'm just a rug.
I'm gonna roll him up.
He goes,
Put him under my arm. On to the next room.
Papa.
Aw. I want to name him Ruggy.
Yeah, so Melody, where did you go? You walked down the hallway, then what?
I don't know, just away from that.
Yeah. Cool. Gotrin, what are you doing?
I'm just leaving.
The whole house?
Yeah, I'm done with this house.
So you just walk down the stairs and you're like, yeah. I'm just
Yeah, I said, peace out, guys. See me at the bar.
Yeah.
Bye,
Already-
Gotrin.
already figured out how to save 2 of these fools. I'm done.
Yeah. So yeah, well,
Worst
as you walk down,
haunted
Gotrin,
house ever.
you as you're leaving the house, you sort of pass by Westbrook, who's just exiting one of the rooms, and he says, yes, Gotrin, right? Was it?
Yep,
He says, yes. How's it going up there?
pretty bad.
He says, yes. I've heard some bit of ruckus. I feel perhaps it's time to leave. Is that what you are doing?
Sounds good to me.
He says, yes. I think I will follow you out. It seems things are getting turbulent up there. I feel definitely I sense there's magic up there that's not happy.
Not at all.
Yeah. Yes. All right then. Well, tally ho then. Let's go. And so upstairs, Gray and Mist, what are you guys doing?
Hey, can I look back in the room that all that violent stuff is happening real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I look back in there. Where's all the goo like laying that's left
So it's mostly in the center-ish of the floor, and it's like
on that big rug?
Yeah. So it's like
I'm rolling the whole rug up.
all right. Yeah.
I'll
Roll defy danger on your dex to avoid splatters.
Yeah, rolling the rug up.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you managed to-
It's all of it in the rug.
Yeah. But now you've rolled the rug up around it. But the rug is like moving, like almost like there's an angry monkey inside it. You know?
That's fine.
Yeah.
The rug's getting picked up. Just. I got it.
Okay.
Tossed in the pocket dimension.
Yes, that's where it's going, in
I
the other
knew it,
pocket
I knew
dimension.
it.
I'm rolling this up and throwing it in the other darkness pocket dimension.
The whole rug?
Yes, the whole
Okay.
rug.
Yeah. So you
which is good.
heave-ho it into the
Yeah, this is the best
it's
idea I've got.
it's a mirror, yeah, and you're heave-hoing it into the mirror that leads to
Yes,
nothing.
I'm heave-hoing
Okay.
it into the
Yeah.
other darkness mirror.
Yeah, you do that, and it just sort of disappears into the void.
Okay, and
now
we're
our
leaving now.
universe ceases
Yes,
to
we're
exist.
leaving. We're leaving now. I've thrown a pocket dimension into a pocket dimension. We're probably all gonna die. So
As this is happening, as I'm walking out, I want to inspect my area and see if I can find a small mimic.
Okay, I mean you'll have to like search through rooms, I suppose.
Okay, fine.
well, I
do
think
that.
I think everything's safe now that it's in the other pocket.
So yeah, I mean,
dimension.
So I mean, as you're walking out, Clancy's like leaving the room, and he's got that rug under his arm. And then Clancy, where are you going next?
Okay, so which room is it that I just walked out into? The hallway?
The one with the round rug and the 2 beds is the one you walked out of.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna walk across, check out the whole pocket dimension thing.
Yeah, I mean, so as soon as you walk out, you see where there was a mimic door. Now it's just a giant mirror that's now in the frame of the door.
Clancy, I would not recommend. You know what? I would not recommend you do anything in there because I just. You know what? I don't know what's in there now.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Nope.
No. What were you trying to cast?
Try to cast magic missile at the side of the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe you cast magic missile, and then like as it gets close to the pocket dimension to the mirror, your magic goes wonky a little bit, and it just sort of like I don't know, like turns into confetti.
Got a new trick, guys.
I've never seen that one before, but
So Mist, there's a number of rooms. There's a room that's got like sort of a king size bed and side table and its own bathroom in it. There's another room opposite side that's similar that also has a mirror in it, just one. And then there's another room that has a bearskin rug and a study table and a fireplace in it.
Study table, fireplace.
Okay. Yeah, so when you go into the one with the study table and the fireplace, when you get just a little bit into the room, you hear a low growl.
Okay. Let's discern some realities here. Let's see if I can tell. I cannot.
Nope. Yeah, it's coming from the room, but you're not sure exactly where.
I'm just gonna start touching everything.
What do you touch first?
Well, whatever's closest to me, man. I'm just gonna work my way in.
Yeah, there's like a study table.
Pencils, cups, whatever. Don't care.
There's a study table that's got some basic like papers and whatever on it. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's a black desk. Nothing really happens there. There's a mantle opposite of that on the sidewall. Nothing goes on there. As you roll discern realities for me. No, defy danger on your decks. Yeah, so as you walk across the bearskin rug, it definitely like turns its head and goes to bite at you.
Sweet. I get to act first because it would be very surprising, and I'm gonna roll it up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it in my bag of holding.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of big for shoving in the hole of your bag of holding.
Come on, man.
It depends on it would depend on how.
Yeah,
depend on how or
yeah, I mean,
much he rolls that up.
Yeah, I guess you're just gonna have to stuff it in. So let's. I mean, you rolled a 10 for avoiding it and whatnot. Let's roll I guess a dex roll for finagling it into your bag because it's going to be cumbersome to get in.
Yep.
Okay.
No problem. Slid right in.
Are you concerned at all that it might unravel inside your bag?
I don't know how the bag works. I assume that there's nothing there and you just float into nothing till I grab you, so not really?
Yeah. I guess I kind of assumed it's all in there sort of together-ish anyways.
I didn't think so. I thought I'd put someone in there before and he just floated around into nothing until he freaking lost his mind.
We'll go with that.
Okay. I thought it existed, but it didn't till I wanted it.
Yeah. So yeah, you roll up, you shove it in there. What's Melody doing?
What?
What are you doing?
I think that what I do is I like hear the commotion and I'm kind of very, very carefully head towards the commotion.
Okay. Well, there's no major commotion. I mean, I guess Mist is in the room and he's fighting with the bear rug for like a half a second. So that is the most amount of commotion that's going on. So yeah, if you go in there, you sort of walk in and like catch him like shoving a bearskin rug into his bag of holding.
You good?
Yeah, man, I'm cool.
All right.
I just really like this bear rug, man. It was cool, and
I wonder if there are other talking things.
I don't know. There's 2 other rooms I haven't been in. Let's go.
All right, I want to find something talking too. I want to find a pet.
Yeah. What room do you explore? I don't suppose you heard me describe the rooms prior to just now.
I figure that since Mist kind of had the layout of the place, that we just walk until we find the other two that he was talking about, and whichever one we get to first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go to the closest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the closest one to this has a bed in it. It's a small purple rug in the middle. It's got its own bathroom. It's got a couch. It's got a mirror.
Mirror room.
Yeah. So you guys walk into there. Meanwhile, Gray, what are you doing?
Did Clancy look in the death? You know what? The pocket dimension that nobody knows what's going on in there now.
Yeah, no one's looked into there since.
I'll look in there.
Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. So you poke your head into the pocket dimension, and
Definitely a pocket dimension now.
yeah, yeah.
Is it like also? Is it in like the door frame,
Yes.
or is the door? So it's in the door frame. So the door frame has now become a mirror.
a mirror frame? Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, can't take that with us.
Yeah. You poke your head in, and sort of you can't tell what's going on because it's literally complete darkness. So you stick your head in, and you don't hear or see anything.
God dang it! Is there any way I can finagle this thing off the wall, out of its everywhere? No, I'd have to rip the whole door frame off and
Yeah.
everything.
You would need some pretty specialized tools, I think. I mean, there are other mirrors you could take, I suppose.
I want this mirror. It's just a big vault, then.
Yeah.
Man, I don't get to have anything.
You're just looking at the door, going, "I'll be back for you."
No, I will never come back to this hell.
Okay, well, never mind.
Never
then.
again. I don't think anybody who ever steps into this mirror is probably never coming out again. I've literally just created a giant bag of holding that literally can hold people, and I can't take it. I hate this place. I hate it here. Let me look at see if there's any other. Let's see. Where's the room? The room with the bathtub in it. I'll go over there. Or
Well,
there's two bathtubs.
Yeah.
Well, no, not the one, because the one that had the rug in it, that's the one, not the one that he went in, because he went in the one that's, I'm guessing, the far right.
Where's Clancy gone next?
Yeah.
Clancy's gonna pull a hammer out of his bag and start breaking around the side of the door. With
So he's
mirror on
gonna
it.
try to take the pocket dimension door.
No, it's a door. I'm gonna go through it.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Isn't the pocket dimension blocking the exit?
No. There's two exits to that room.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's the left and the right exit, and the left exit is the one that like has the pocket dimension, and the right exit is the one that missed picked the
Oh.
lock
He's
out.
saying that's the same room where all the mirrors were originally.
Yeah.
in.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
So what do you,
Okay, so the mirror is covering the door frame of the mirror room we were just in.
Yes.
of one of the door frames? There's two door frames because there's one, the regular one, just to, like you can like pass in and out of freely because Miss picked the lock, right?
Yeah.
And then the other side is the one that has the mirror in it.
But no one went in it before it was a mirror.
No, because it was a mimic before it was a mirror.
Yeah, it's the same room. It's the
Oh.
same room as the mirror room. There was two entryways. Excuse me, two entries to it.
Yeah.
One
Okay,
on
well,
the
I
right,
mean-
one on the left.
I guess I
Not
just
special.
wander around.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue trying to look and feel for more of
Wait
these
a minute.
stones.
Well, so
So-
there's a room attached to the room where you got the rug in, and which is like sort of like a tower room.
Yeah, I guess I go there.
So you're gonna go in there, and then I guess maybe Gray, you're going into the top.
No. So, no. I'm gonna go into the room where all the mirrors are, and I'm gonna go onto the opposite side of the mirror because it can't. Is it a two-way mirror? Or is it the same mirror? Like
It's
one way's.
It's a
one-
mirror on both sides.
Okay. So I stick my head into it that way then.
Same nothingness.
Can't be the same. Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, but the things you threw in there are backwards now.
backwards in nothingness. Okay, well then I just go over to the top left then,
Yeah. Okay.
where that place is.
All right. We'll wait under Clancy real quick. Clancy, you walk into the tower room. There are 4 chairs around a wooden table that has a large crystal ball on it, and then there's some like books and knickknacks all around the room.
All right, I'm gonna look around the room to see if I see anything that looks like the stones.
Okay.
Mike is really trying to finish this up.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The table. What's on the table looks like a large version of the stones.
Okay. I'll walk up to the table then.
And then you hear like a conclave of like whispers and voices, but there's so many of them it's hard to make out what any of them are saying.
All right, I pick up the ball.
Yeah. And the noises just sort of get louder as you do that.
Cool, I put it in my book bag.
Cool. All right. Meanwhile, let's go to Mist and Melody real quick. You walk into the room with the black bag, the mirror, and let's say there's a rug and a couch. What do you do?
I guess I discern realities because I want a mimic pet. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, as you start poking around the room or whatever, the couch starts biting at you and
I can't fit the couch though.
it's the mimic in the room.
Gosh dang it.
There's also a mirror in here.
Nope.
Yeah, you might as well look at the.
I'm gonna stick my head in the mirror.
And 18th century France, guillotine. You're being killed. Witch
Yeah.
trial.
As soon as you stick your head through the mirror, it's just like heat and sulfur.
Oh, cool. Hell.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
How big is the mirror?
It's a full-size standing mirror.
But it's one of the skinny ones, right?
No, I mean it's a a person-sized mirror.
But I want the portal to hell.
I think
You could carry the mirror. You could drag it out.
she's gonna try dragging that out.
No, because we don't have the cart nearby, and this is stupid. I'm gonna tell Miss, and I'm gonna be disappointed.
Okay.
Like the couch is a mimic, and I can't carry the hell portal.
Well, I saw the couch. I'm not going in that mirror.
Yeah. So while you guys are doing that, Gray, in that top corner room, what are you doing in there?
What is all in here? Is there a mirror in here?
There's a bed. There's like a table and 2 chairs. There's like a desk on a pedestal. There's a bathroom.
I discern realities to see if I can figure out where the what's in. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, you poke around, but nothing really jumps out at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess nothing's in here. I'm going to go to the bar. I'm leaving.
Have we
Place
exhausted
to
all
go.
the rooms?
I believe all the
I'm
rooms have
leaving.
been explored now. Yeah,
I'm leaving.
Okay.
because
I was just gonna lay down on the floor.
Westbrook explored all the rooms outside, downstairs.
He's going to sleep because he has to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm walking downstairs.
Yeah, outside. So outside, Gottrin, you and Westbrook. Westbrook is sort of just like following you to the bar, and he says, "Well, you think they'll be okay?"
So yeah, I saved them once. They're good.
Okay.
Get some drink with me.
And what, pray tell, did you save them from?
Sounds
Looking
like
at
a long
themselves
story.
in mirrors.
He says, yes, mirrors, you say? Magical mirrors, I take it?
Only kind.
Yes. I can't wait to hear about it. I hope everyone's okay. I hope no one loses a limb.
They have another one.
We have to be stuck with this Joker, and I didn't find anything cool or
Yeah.
experience.
And so Mist is leaving, you said?
Oh yeah.
I guess I better too, because like it's not like it matters.
Yeah. And Gray,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I am leaving.
Yeah, all right. And Clancy too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you all exit the house, and because it's late and everyone wants to go to bed, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And so you guys all get out of the house, and it just looks like it did when you entered it. So do you close the front door and lock it, or you just leave it wide open?
I want to leave it open so someone will walk in there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you guys leave the house, and we'll pick up next week with.
I'm gonna immediately light a torch and set fire to it, and we're gone. No one can ever go in there again.
Do you though?
Nah, that would be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Nobody knows we went in there, except
The troll.
yeah, nobody knows
The troll
we went
knows.
in there. Nobody knows we went in there.
We paid that troll. If he rats on us, I'll kill him.
So,
All right. Well, that was fun.
yeah. Yes, we'll play next week, and then we'll be on hiatus after that until let's look.
November the 17th. No.
Until
No,
never.
We'll come back on January
The 50th.
the 12th, January the 12th. So
Okay.
Good.
the next game will be our last game for about a month. So
Okie dokie.
That means something really bad's gonna happen in our next
It's
game.
fantastic. I was trying really hard. You guys wouldn't let me stay in the ocean.
yeah, I mean you could have. We would have. I mean we would have resolved Mist's journey back to the mainland.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, it would have been resolved.
Yeah.
I'd have been fine.
So
All right.
all right, guys.
All right, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for
Bye.
playing. Bye, stream. Yay.